Hey guys, we are back in Sepang again, and yes, you read the title of the video correct. The all-new Civic is coming to Malaysia very soon, and Honda Malaysia has invited us over here to test it out on the track itself to see how it performs against its current Civic as well as all of its other competitors, or all, I mean just one, which is this, the Corolla Altis. And well, I think it's going to be a pretty fun day, but before we head on the track, let me just give you a quick walk around of the car to show you what's new. Here it is guys, the all-new 11th-Gen Honda Civic. And well, as a whole, it just looks a lot more mature and a lot more cleaner than the current Honda Civic. Some of you actually told me that you guys don't really like the looks of this one. It's a lot too grown up perhaps. But personally, I like it a lot. I think it's a look that will actually grow on you the more you look at it. I mean, in general, it's just a lot more handsome to me. And well, it perhaps looking a bit German has something to do with that. Anyway, this here is the range-topping RS variant, which is the only variant that we get to see here in Sepang today. And because it's the RS variant, you get all of the sportier blacked out bits on the exterior, which we'll definitely go through. But for now, let's talk about the looks in general, starting with the headlights, which are LED again. But compared to the current generation, it's a lot cleaner, a lot sharper. And I particularly like this angular daytime running light look. And this top bar here actually doubles as the turn signal indicator as well. And just like the current generation, it's also integrated into the center grille. But the way it's done here is a lot slicker in my opinion. It looks more seamless or more integrated compared to the current generation Civic in my opinion. Lower down here on the bumper, you get a mesh sort of grille covering the lower intake. And over at the sides, you get cutouts for the LED fog lights itself, and it's actually pretty sharp looking. And you get this extra body colored piece down here. As a whole, the front really looks a lot more mature. And to me, I think it definitely still looks sporty enough. You guys are overreacting with the whole old man car thing. Yeah, I actually do like the front a lot. Anyway, moving over to the side, the RS here comes with this 18-inch, very sporty looking wheels. And as a bonus for the RS variant buyers, it already comes in matte black finish. So that means it's one less modification for you to do, right? Anyway, moving on, the RS here also gets the blacked out wing mirror covers, as well as these gloss black elements around the side windows. The door handles are gloss black as well. This is again a RS exclusive touch. Now, while we are at the side here, I just want to point out that we can't actually show you what's on the inside. That will have to come during the launch. Honda Malaysia is being a bit more secretive this time, and even in the drive, from what I heard, is we can't even have a inward-facing camera on me. So, well, I'll tell you what guys, if you really want to see the interior, go on AutoBuzz.my, type in 11th-Gen Honda Civic, and well, the photos basically pretty much the same thing lah, okay? Anyway, moving on, over at the rear here, there's a new sort of kink over here, which to me, this is sort of where my only problem is with the entire exterior design. Well, I guess the purpose here is to make the back here look a bit more maybe sort of like a 5-door coupe or a liftback kind of design. But to me, it just stretches on a bit too much. Maybe if it ends somewhere over here, for me, probably that will look a lot nicer. Yeah, moving on to the back, the RS also get a blacked out ducktail spoiler on the boot. And of course this red coloured RS badge. The tail lights, the light signature, the lights are not currently on, but the light signature actually mirrors the headlights as well. So it goes sort of like an inverted L shape over here. And yeah, I think it looks really smart, especially when it's on. And moving down, check this out. Actual real tailpipes, no more of the silly hidden stuff or the fake ones even. These are good ones. And last but not least, blacked out shark fin antenna. The blacked out treatment is again a RX exclusive. Other cars, I presume, is gonna be the body color. Right, so in the RS variant here, underneath the bonnet is the same 1.5 litre turbocharged VTEC engine. But on this all-new version, they've actually upped the power a little bit. Now makes 182 horsepower and 240 Nm of torque, which is about 10 or 11 more horsepower than the current generation and about 20 more Nm of torque. So the engine is paired to the same CVT gearbox, Personally, if you ask me, I would have gone with a automatic one, but it is what it is in the current car market. And well, it'll be interesting to see how that extra power translates to action on the track itself. So let's just not waste any more time and jump straight into the car. Okay, so we are seated inside the all-new Honda Civic, and I know you can't see me because I'm not actually allowed to film the inside of the car just yet. Well, let me just say it's quite a huge step up from the current generation lah. And how it looks like, well, we just have to wait until the launch. But now we just get to drive the car, and I'll try to speak you through my experience.
Yeah, so basically we are going out.
Yeah.
The first lap, turn 9, there will be acceleration, and then the last turn will be a slalom. And then after that, we'll have another few more laps without doing that 2, just continuous, then only we come back in. Alright, 9, you see a big cone on the left, just stop there, that's where we can do a bit of acceleration, then you can compare with the competitor.
Okay.
Yeah, just here.
So we stop right by the...
Yes, just by the cone, just straighten the steering, anytime.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, slide out.
Yep. So basically just remember the feeling.
Okay.
Yep.
Decent. Well, there's still a bit of like the CVT lag and sort of stuff, but yeah, it's decent. And I feel a lot. Yeah, I guess the speed builds up a lot faster than its current gen, probably because of its has about 10 or 11 more horsepower.
Correct. Yes.
Stop in between the two.
Yes. Speed roughly between 45 to 50.
Okay.
But just again, this is your first car.
Yeah.
Just remember the feeling.
Yeah.
Then you will feel a significant difference when you jump later to another car.
Okay.
Right. Can go.
Any direction is fine.
Any direction.
Okay.
Yes. Any direction.
So accelerate to about 45, 50.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Just remember the feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need the crew at slalom area. To pick up. Don't worry about it.
It's about highway speed, national speed limit. Pretty quiet, man. Actually, compared to from what I can remember of the previous
yes,
car.
correct. Yep.
And well, just now through the slalom, the steering is very direct.
Correct. Yes.
Very direct.
Yep.
Yeah. And I wouldn't call it sharp, but you feel a lot more nimble.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot more nimble. A lot more less body roll also compared to the previous gen.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the steering is a lot more direct.
Correct.
That's
Yes. A lot more direct. A lot more, I would say, intuitive in a way.
True.
Yeah. Okay, you keep left of the cones. Yeah. Keep left of the cones, and you can go for it.
Full plus acceleration. So it's still CVT, but under heavy acceleration, it still does the gear shift feel lah. Okay. And that's 150. Pretty alright, man.
Yeah. It is. It's a big, huge improvement, I would say.
Yeah, actually, I can feel the difference. And so in the previous gen, I would say the Corolla actually etches out the Civic in terms of handling just by a bit.
Correct. Yes.
I think this might have flipped the
Might have.
might have.
I won't say for certain until you try it.
Yeah. So we actually get to try later, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You can. There we won't have the previous gen or rather the current gen Civic. If you want to try it, it's available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean we're still on the track lah, but I feel like the ride is quite comfortable.
It is.
Yeah, actually especially on low speed, the directness of the steering is a lot more noticeable.
Yep. Actually, I can't wait for everybody to see the interior.
Yeah, I really want to show this because it looks so good.
I know.
And you know the common complaints that we always had about Honda's interior.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty much all gone here, man.
Yes.
With the obviously I can't talk about it. Yeah, on first impression, man, I'm really impressed. handling wise, comfort, the feel, like just sitting in the seats itself. We're jumping into the competitor now.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
correct.
Alright, see you guys in the next car, which I can actually show myself in, I hope. Alright, so we're in the Competitor X, also known as the Corolla Altis. So it's just to have a feel on the differences of the handling and acceleration and all those stuff. And sorry, we're gonna be doing the same course and the two exercises, right?
Yes, correct. So we're doing the same thing, so you can basically just feel out what's the difference from the new Civic compared to the Altis. So the one that you really want to take note is during the slalom. Yeah, that's where the big difference comes.
Okay, the first thing I actually noticed is the brakes on the Civic feel a lot more linear, a lot more easier to modulate in my opinion. Yeah. This one feels a bit light, like you don't know what you're pressing on. And also the CVT whine is a lot louder lah.
Right, so slow down here. So we do the same exercise.
Okay. So after turn 9, we are gonna be doing a acceleration test. Stopping right by the cone.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, full throttle. Oh, okay, it's a huge difference.
Very slow.
It's a huge difference. So I complained about the all-new Civic just now that there's still a bit of a CVT lag. But this is maybe twice or 3 times longer, man. Yeah, and yeah, it doesn't even accelerate as fast as the all-new
Civic. It will take about 3 seconds, then only the car starts.
Yeah.
Even the rev is also not
correct. Yeah, and the Civic is more. It likes to rev higher.
Yep, correct.
This doesn't. Yeah, man, the difference is quite startling lah.
Yeah. So through the slalom, that's where we found it's actually a lot more. So you just pay attention and you feel how it is.
Right. I think if you guys are keen followers of our channel, I think you will know that we actually have a lot of good things to say about this car, especially the way it handles. Well, I will see if there's a new king to be crowned in the C segment sedan today. So also 45 kilometers, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Accelerate. It's not as sharp, man.
You feel you need to take more effort to turn back in, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the the Civic is more straightforward, but this one you need to put in.
Correct. More steering angle, more. I feel like it's understeering a bit compared even
you
compared
feel
to
the body roll.
Correct.
It's not there's more nimble.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Civic is a lot sharper, a lot more direct.
Yeah, correct.
I think we might have just found our new C segment king. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a more proper lap. See if we can feel any more differences. Okay, this definitely leans a bit more, I feel. Actually, now that I've driven the Civic first and now this somehow feels like I'm floating, like I'm not sure what I'm doing on the road.
It doesn't sit as well.
Yeah. And it's definitely a lot noisier lah.
Yep.
Alright, for our last drive of the day, it will be the current gen Civic, and I mean, I've driven this car enough to know that the differences are insane lah. But since we have it here, why not let's just give it a proper head-to-head comparison. So heading out the pits now. First thing I really want to compare is the NVH levels in the cabin, because after Casey pointed out in the all-new Civic, you can really hear the difference. Like it's actually very quiet. Okay lah, this is not bad as well, but there's a slight difference in terms of road noise, I would say. Powertrain definitely feels a bit lazier. Over there, I can do the acceleration launcher as well.
Yeah, can.
1 full throttle. Okay, definitely better than the Altis in terms of reaction. Quite comparable to the all-new Civic. I think the Civic has just a little bit more power to go that tiny bit faster near the top end. It's a lot more body roll. Yeah, a lot more body roll. And I think we'll feel it even more during the slalom test.
Okay, you slow down here.
Yep.
And yeah, proceed when you're ready.
Stop between the cones. Accelerate to about 45. Ooh. Okay, it's a lot more work. I think in terms of slalom, I will place it quite evenly with the Corolla that we just tested. But the all-new Civic, honestly, is one step ahead both of these lah. Oh, the wind noise, you can really hear the difference. About 110 highway speeds. Yeah, the body roll is quite noticeable. The differences in terms of how the car leans. Man, if you all are happy with the current Civic, the one that I'm driving now, the all-new one will really blow you away lah. It's not even the hyperbole anymore. And when you add to the driving experience with all of the way it looks, the way the interior feels, all your standard equipment, I think, yeah, like I said just now lah, we found a new king lah. Alright, so that's all the driving that we're gonna be doing today. And you know, bringing all these cars on track, the all-new Civic, the current Civic, as well as its chief competitor, the Corolla Altis, well, it really shows just how much the Civic has improved on this generation. The other cars, the current Civic and the Corolla Altis, they are by no means bad cars. And in fact, we actually preferred the Corolla Altis the last time that we did a head-to-head comparison. All of us at AutoBuzz felt that the Corolla is a lot more, it handles better in simple terms. But with this, I think we really have found our new king in the C segment sedan. So all that remains is the pricing and all of the variants that's going to be offered. Unfortunately, Honda Malaysia is still not telling us anything except for how it looks and this RS variant itself. So all of those have to come at a later date at the launch, which Honda says will be soon. Anyway, that's all from me today, and I think you all should really check out this car when it launches. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Woon signing out.